What's up, my outdoors family? Brittany here again after work. So today I gotta go and get some hay. My husband's still at work, so I gotta get there before they close, so we can put some hay around the outside of the house. We're supposed to get a little bit of rain. Hopefully it actually does rain because we need it bad. So we're gonna put the hay around the house to help with the splash. During this bill, we'll be looking at getting gutters down the road once they finish, so we just need something at least temporarily. So I'm actually having to drive my husband's truck. I'm just gonna put the hay on the back of the truck. I can't handle that with no trailer on the back of it. We're gonna see how this go, because he talk about me so bad when I'm just backing the side by side up. It's like, do you think you driving an 18-wheeler? A lot of these trucks and stuff they make nowadays are too big. So y'all come on with me. Y'all, I'm all over the dang road in this truck. Man, the mirrors, they feel like they touching the power poles and going down the road. Baby, I can't do this. But I gotta get here before they close. So this will be interesting. I gotta make sure when I get here that I park where I ain't gotta be having to back up around a bunch of people. And your girl, the short struggle bus. You gotta show my evidence. All right, so we're loaded. Trying to go get some work done. And he was trying to load up some extra. I had to go back and look at my receipt to see what I paid for. But I told him I don't want to get in trouble, and also I don't need all that hay on the back of here. It's funny. He asked me, he was like, "You think you can back up a little bit more?" I was like, "I can try." I was able to do it without denting up the truck. So I guess I'm getting better, but also it's a very large space and no other vehicles around. So I'm about to head back to the house. All right, y'all, I made it back down here. Husband is about to unload the hay. I'll let him handle that. They came and started some spray foaming today for the insulation. Just mind y'all, they're not finished. It's a little rough right now in some spots, but I want to show y'all. I'm excited. Coming up in the house, as you can see, they've started, and obviously, like in these spots right here, they're gonna have to shave that down before they start sheetrocking. And I know I had called him before he got off work. I was like, now, don't they supposed to be doing the ceiling too? Again, about to hype myself up like, hey, what's the problem? But then he got here and he looked, and I didn't pay attention, but you can look in the spaces, you can see that they left off up here. So obviously they're not done. I had my 3-page email ready to go about what's going on, but they're not finished. Obviously they're gonna have to come back next week, maybe this weekend, but no, they didn't say anything about anybody working. But as soon as they get done doing this, then we should be able to start with the drywall. I will say this, even with it not being finished, there's a noticeable difference in the temperature than it's been, because it's been 80 plus for like the past week. So it's been pretty hot. But honestly, it's not that hot in here. And you got to think, right now, they have the plastic around the windows and the doors, so it's not like it's getting that breeze in here that we have when we usually let the windows up when we come down here. It's not getting that. The only thing we have open down here is the front door. And I mean, I could sit in here. I said, 80 plus degrees outside, and then you come inside of, a building that's unventilated, no running HVAC and all that good stuff. It can get pretty hot, but It's not. This is closed sale. It's amazing like how light this stuff is. But hopefully they finish really soon, because that just makes the process continue to go for us. And you know, as it continues to go, that means it's closer to us getting in here. So when they come back to do some work, I'm gonna let y'all know. I was almost disappointed. I take it back, almost disappointed I didn't work from home today. I saw them pull up. I was like, oh, so they gonna do the spray foam? I should have stayed at home. But then I realized I wasn't gonna be able to film anything, because I wasn't even gonna be able to be in here while they were spraying. So I didn't waste that day. But stay tuned. All right, I'm about to do some labor. I ain't got on the right clothes, but it's whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and get this hay down. Let's see what he about to do. No, he just cutting the ropes off. I guess I'll go and be helpful.
Nah, we just want to put it down thick enough so it'll, you know, basically cover the dirt.
Y'all, I'm out here huffing and puffing. I ain't did nothing but did a little walking. But I'm gonna blame it on this heat and humidity. That make you feel like something going on. All these bees, bumblebees and yellow jackets keep flying around me. But we back here on the back side of the house. This spot over here is notorious for that rain build up, water build up. So we got it pretty heavy out here.
Yep.
We don't need it in all the areas around the house. There's just like specific areas that are much worse than others with that water coming off the top. But like I said, the gutters will be in consideration once we finish. This is just here for now. Oh, my face is shiny. Oh, that ain't sweat. That's a glow. All right, y'all. Take a look. Real good look. This is gonna be the last time y'all see anything that resembles vegetation around this house. Your girl is team anti-vegetation around the house. I think it looks beautiful, but not practical in my parts of the woods. You see lizards all the time. You know, the other little things that's longer than lizards, I ain't gonna say their name. You said their name too much, they appear. Your girl want to be able to see. I don't believe in hedge bushes around the house. The plants, my cousin did tell me, she was like, I've been seeing on TikTok where they actually just been using fake plants. So if you see anything green that looks like vegetation, it's gonna be fake. It ain't gonna be real. Hey Outdoors family, it's me, Brittany again. Why are you smiling, Brittany? Because we finally got a delivery of sheetrock. So our drywall is coming up soon. We don't know the exact day, but it's gonna be in the next 2 days. So I'm excited and I'm ready for you guys to see it. They did finish the, what did they just do? They did just finish the insulation, and they was a little sloppy with it initially, what we thought, but they did a really good job. It's been consistently in like the 80s, and it feels like the AC is on in this house. So we about to go in here and check it out. Man, I wish y'all could actually feel what it feels like when you first walk up in here. It feels amazing. I'm gonna close the door because I want to keep that in here. But yes, as you can see, they got it all set up already. They got the sheetrocks in all the rooms. They got it set up for them to go ahead and get started. So there's the bucket with the stuff. I don't know all them terms. That's all right. Come over here in the great room. Let's see. They basically got it set up in like each area for them to, when they get in here, get to work, partner. It feels, it's crazy. It feels so good in here. My husband's able to finish up here with the, what is that stuff called? Insulation. But this is just so amazing. I cannot wait for them to get in here to do the sheetrock, because I am so ready to like purchase some stuff. But I have an idea as far as design wise. My cousin's going to help me as well. But I need the walls actually up so I can really get my spacing and my decor down. Been watching YouTube videos on some farmhouse decor. I said we already have a couch and a dining room table and a bedroom set for us. We went recently looking for a mattress. We think we found something that we like, that we both agree on, but they weren't able to like hold it. So it was like, well, we're not buying it right now. If you guys can't hold it, because we have nowhere to put anything. So the stuff we have been purchasing, they are holding it and will deliver it to us once we're ready. We did go to Hobby Lobby, and it was our fault. This is like a cute little table with a barn door that the perfect place to put it would be right here when you walk in the foyer. And at that time, it was probably like a month or two ago, it was like $250. So we went in Hobby Lobby again the other day to see if it was still there. And you know what? That thing was $398. And then of course they had their sale price, like it was 30% off from like $500 some. And I'm like, I already know what the price was, so I can't justify it. So we're gonna try to find it somewhere else online, or go to one of these like not American Oak more, because they're expensive. But what is that place? It's like a Prattville Pickers. They do sell like some vintage type stuff, and we can't find something in there that's reasonable price. We may end up back there, but because we know what the price of that is, it's like, I can't let you get me. So we're hoping that they can wrap this up this week as far as the drywall goes, because it's getting realer. Like every stage is like, okay, it's starting to feel like a home. But once that drywall goes up, it's like, okay, yeah, now we getting to moving. So I'm ready and I'm excited. All right, so I am in my son's room. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're a little jealous, because I swear it feels like his room feels the best. And it feels like they filled his cavities the most in the walls as far as the insulation goes. And then, I don't know, his just seemed the best. And these walls do too. Very strong. Because I think it was supposed to be like 3 inches. And then they said, if you get somebody that's relatively new, you're probably going to end up with more than that in the walls. And that's exactly what happened. So we ain't mad about that. Not at all. Now I have parlayed my way into our bedroom. Again, you see the insulation. He did a really good job. Insulation is complete in here. And I'm just so happy, excited. It's hard to find descriptive words when you just basically at a loss for words. And I am so ready to see this drywall go up, because we did go out recently looking at some stuff, some decor stuff. And I have an idea what I want to do, but I also want the drywall up because that's going to help with the spacing and being able to see things a little better. We already have, like I said, a sofa, dining room table, dining room set, bedroom set. Those items are being held for us, and they'll be ready when we're ready. So that's a blessing. Like I said, we're being able to actually buy stuff and they can hold it, so we're not having to buy everything at one time. So that works. But I would love to start on my decor stuff. I'm gonna have to find somewhere in the shed. If y'all see that shed now after the cleanup video that we did, y'all gonna be like, WTF. Because that's how it feels when I open that door to the shed, and I just want to close it sometimes. But then you have to climb in there and pull out what you need. So we are ecstatic, blessed. In other words, y'all think I can use? I'm just ready for this drywall to start. Like I said, each stage is like, okay, it's starting to feel like a house. It's starting to look like a house. But honestly, once that drywall goes up, all the bones, you won't see the bones anymore. It's like, okay, here we go. So I'm ready for that stage. And also so that we can get our grandmothers back in here so they can look. It's been a little rough footing in here, so they haven't been able to get back out here. And I promise my grandma's like, once it get cleaned up a little bit out here and you can use your little walking cane and your rollator to come up, we're gonna make sure we get you in here so that you can see. So I'm, blessed that they're able to, see this journey with us. So I'm excited for them to see it too. You still here? You ain't subscribed yet? Go ahead, hit that button. It doesn't cost anything. Just go ahead and subscribe.